Why Not? A queer podcast.
Thank you to our sponsor, Pineapple Healthcare, an award-winning primary care clinic right here in Orlando.
Pineapple Healthcare offers mental health counseling, HIV, STI testing and treatment, and specializes in care for the LGBTQ plus community.
Open Monday through Saturday. Call today at 407-553-6336 and schedule your appointment.
Pineapple Healthcare. Better together.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rick Todd.
And I'm Jeremy Williams, and you're listening to Wine,
Why Not? A queer podcast.
episode 163.
Go ahead.
Y'all caught me off guard. No, as we were heading into that, I didn't know she had hit start. I was wiping coffee off the table and did not see the countdown clock.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just didn't want people to wonder what they were listening to.
No, you said, told Caitlin we were getting ready to start, and you said, ready when you are, CB. And you said, go ahead and say what you said.
I said that is the opening line to the narrator's script at the Great Movie Ride at, what used to be it.
And I was going to say that I heard it. It's from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And when the refrigerator gets dropped on his head, that's what he says. Ready when you are, CB. And I don't know if that's where it's from or if both of those are references to something.
Is that what killed Roger
else.
Rabbit? Oh, no, nobody killed him. They framed him.
Who framed him? Although I think the original novel is Who Killed Roger Rabbit.
Did that kill him?
Nice throwback. I didn't read the book.
Oh.
Do I look like a reader? I used to be.
Do I?
I used to. No.
I'll watch the movie. I can't wait for the movie.
I love the movie.
Hey, speaking of movies, did I mention this last time? Do we know this? Do we know that the documentary Greetings from Queertown, Orlando is available on YouTube? If you go to Watermark Out News, all one word, Watermark Out News, YouTube, you can watch the movie. I keep getting messages from people who are watching it, and then they'll message me and tell me how much they love it, which is great.
Good. Yeah, that's great.
If you hate it, don't message me.
Yeah.
But if you love it, let me know.
And while you're there watching it, after you're done, check out some of the other videos.
Yeah,
you
we got lots of them.
You can look at these two schlubs.
Actually, our Schlubs videos are on Wine, Why Not. It has its own YouTube channel now.
My apologies. Ever since I left Florida, I don't know how things run down there.
Well, ever since you canceled all your social media, it's hard to follow the social media of this podcast.
Can I just say, yes, I get that people love social media. I see its place in society. The lack of care and stress that I now have in my life, because when people are like, oh my God, did you see this on Twitter or did you see this on Facebook? I can say, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I sure didn't.
It's definitely interesting. If I didn't have this podcast or this newspaper, I probably wouldn't. Actually, I would have social media. Social media would just actually be friends that I interact with on a daily basis and my family. And then that would be fine. Yeah. But Jen does that. It makes me crazy. I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. And in 6 months, when she finally listens to this particular podcast, she'll hear this. But like she reads things, and it doesn't, like, it could say Trump farted, and Jen would go, oh my God. This is how you know she read something about Trump. Oh my God. Did you know? Did you hear this? Do you know what he did? And I'm like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
It's a lot. There's so much information coming at people these days. I don't need multiple outlets.
Yeah.
I have my television and I have my TikTok and I have this podcast. That's
I don't know where it's. I think it's still coming. I've been saying this from the start, right? And people think I'm crazy. I sound like Joe Scarborough. I've been saying this. You go back. You listen to the tapes. I think this is still going to happen. I think AI is going to exacerbate this, but I think there's going to be a backlash to social media. And because I think it's kind of starting with like the court cases against them trying to get kids addicted to it and that kind of thing. And I just think and AI telling lies all the time. I think people will eventually start to say like, hey, maybe this is bad. Let's rein it in. Let's just put some regulations there. Regulations are good. Rules are good. When you're raising kids, you have to have rules.
Yeah,
anyway.
I long for the day when the internet just stops working for everyone and just shuts down, just to see the chaos everybody goes into, because everybody's so reliant on it now.
Yeah. Well, if that happens, I would like for you to know. Well, I don't want the internet to go down. Let's just let social media go down, and maybe one page can stay up. Maybe that page would be the distribution map for Watermark Out News. And if you need to get information, go to the distribution map, go grab the paper, read it. You don't need the internet. You got the paper.
Yeah. Real quick, if the entire internet shut down except for a page on watermarkoutnews.com, you don't think the FBI is coming to talk to you?
Wow,
that leads to you being the cause.
I think maybe there's a couple of other people that might know more about why that is than me. If
You'll
I can make it
I
happen,
don't know how
would.
it works.
Yeah.
We need to talk to our IT person.
I don't know how the interwebs work, sir. Anyway,
Caitlin's your IT department. Just send them to her.
Talk to my producer. Well, here we are. Episode 163. And I got to tell you.
Okay. Did you Google 163?
Yeah, and I thought for a second I had a virus.
Yeah, I thought I had been hacked. The first 5 pages that come up are all in Chinese.
Yeah, before we say anything, I was saying, just everybody Google just put 163 in Google right now and see what happens.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I see Caitlin typing.
Yeah, let's see. Let's watch her face.
We're all watching Caitlin. Well, you and I don't know. Is she in the video?
No, nobody can see her. She could probably flip a switch and make that happen.
She probably could.
She's not going to, though, because she just woke up because she didn't realize that we were going to do this at 9 a.m.
So it's a Chinese news site. And I translated, because Google will translate, because that's what it does, the first page. And I wrote down the top 3 headlines in this Chinese news site.
On.
So here we have the top 3. Xi Jinping sends congratulatory message to Donglun Sisulith. I'm sure I pronounced that correctly.
I think 100%.
On his re-election as president of Laos.
I think Donglu's listening right now and saying, thanks for getting my name right. I'm sorry, I talked right over that. What did he?
He was re-elected as the president of Laos. So Xi Jinping congratulated him. Trump issues 48-hour ultimatum to Iran. So nice to know that they got some international news on their site.
Did he tell Iran that if they don't pass the SAVE Act in 48 hours, he's going to bomb them again?
Yeah. I'm coming for you. And then the third headline, in Beijing, temperatures will rise this week. You got spring weather heading to Beijing. How lovely for them.
Classic Beijing.
Oh, Beijing. It's actually been nice weather here too. I'm sure it's hot as balls there, as I recall. It's always hot as balls there.
Hot as balls and a jockstrap during a tournament.
It has been lovely here, like upper 50s, lower 60s, clear sky. It's raining now, but this past week, clear skies, gorgeous weather. Gorgeous weather. It's lovely.
That's nice.
You should come up and see
think about it.
And see the trees.
How about next week? What are you doing next week? I'll come up next week.
I'm busy next week. Sorry.
That's all right. I have things to do when I go there, so it's okay.
I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything next week, actually.
But we're there Wednesday, Thursday. Wait.
Oh, you are coming up next week.
Yeah, we're Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look at my schedule then. Yeah.
We're gonna try to see. There's 2 shows I really want to see. One I really, really want to see, and the other I'm like, if I can get in, whatever. So I'm gonna go to TKTS and see what they got available. I will say this though, on TDF, Chess is available. $60 tickets to Chess. The only caveat is Lee Michelle's not in it. I'm okay with that because really, Nicholas Christopher is the ticket there, and so
I was gonna say I was looking at Gold Derby on the odds of who's getting Tony nominations and who's favored to win. And he's favored to not only get a nomination, but he's the front runner to win. The other 2 are
you just screwed him.
I know, right?
You keep everybody you say is front runner loses.
The other 2 are barely making the top 5, so the other 2 may not even get nominations, which I find hilarious because I feel like Lea Michele took this role just to get a Tony because she couldn't get one for Funny Girl.
I don't know. I mean, I don't disagree with that. The guy steals the show.
Mhm.
So I want to see that, but I also want to see Death of a Salesman. So,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I didn't tell you the other one. The Lost Boys. So either the Lost Boys
Oh, yeah.
musical or Death of a Salesman. Those are the two I want to
Yeah.
see.
I want to see. I want to check out Death of a Salesman. I'm surprised you don't want to see the Genical Ball. Is that not something you're interested in? Do you know about this? The Genical Ball?
The Jellicoe Ball. I heard about it, and I heard that its existence
Yeah.
makes me want to cry. I don't know why. Now I'm wondering. I hear like there's good people in it, right? Like, isn't
The
did I
guy
hear
who
John
won the
Leg-
Tony for what's that one that I wasn't a big fan of, but everybody loves, has to do with like Greek mythology and all that, and jazz.
Oh, Hadestown.
Hadestown. The guy who won a Tony for Hadestown is in it.
The
older gentleman.
The older guy? Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that he's like a diva. The gay guy?
Is he? Yeah. Well, I mean, that makes sense why he's in it. Well, for those who don't know what it is, it's a retelling of Cats, but with the ballroom scene. Like Paris is Burning ballroom dance. And they've been running commercials nonstop up here for it. And every time I see one, I'm like, I'm not buying a ticket to that.
I mean, it doesn't matter who you put in there. They're still going to be dressed
Cats
like
is
a fucking
awful.
cat. Cats is the worst show. You know what? I can't say that anymore. I did see the Neil Diamond musical. I think I'd rather see Cats than that because at least I don't know. No, maybe not. I'd watch Neil Diamond musical again. I'd close my eyes and pretend I was listening to Song Sung Blue, which is a great movie, by the way. You know what I did too? Because I know we're going up there, so I was looking to see what's available on TDF and kind of get an idea of what I want to see. There's a couple of off-Broadway shows. What's his name's husband? Ben Platt's husband's in an off-Broadway show that I want to see. It's about and it's like this. It's about. I think it's about like death and dealing with it and stuff like that. But you've got like the younger generation talking to the older generation about things in this Jewish family, and it sounds interesting enough. I want to see that. But also, Jesse Tyler Ferguson is in True off Broadway. I don't know if I can do that, but I might want to. But I tried to look up tickets because the baseball season's starting, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be really cool if like. You know, I get up there and I'm like, let me go to a game. So I looked up tickets to go to the opening night game is while I'm there. The tickets are like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I can see 2 Broadway shows for the cost of 1 Yankees ticket.
Yeah.
I find that absurd.
You can probably afford to go to a Mets game.
That's true. That's true. But I'd rather go to Jellicoe Ball than to is it Jellicoe? Jellicoe. I think it's Jellicoe.
It's the Genical Ball. There's a song in there called the Genical Cat.
I think it's Jellicoe. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm pretty sure there's an N in there.
I don't know.
So we'll pause. No, as you're looking that up.
Yeah, you
instead of silence, we'll move on to my other 163s. Did you know that Jane Mansfield, famous 1950 sex symbol actress? Oh yeah, what? Okay,
no,
he went silent again.
There's a delay, so no, there's a delay. So my Jellicle, Jellicle. Anyway, there's a delay. So when I said, "Oh yeah," I was referring to the fact that we were doing a podcast and we were talking about 160.
Oh,
I was like, "Oh yeah, that's
okay."
right." But it came minutes later because of the delay. But go ahead.
Oh, so you're on a delay?
Yeah, I think the FCC is worried about. I think I said Trump too many times. Now we're getting.
Oh, okay.
Now our podcast is getting audited.
Oh, this make for an interesting podcast then. All right, so Jane Mansfield, who is a big sex symbol and actress from the 1950s, was famously reported to have a genius IQ of 163.
Wow.
Yes. You a James Bond fan?
Isn't that what's her name's mom?
Mariska Hargitay. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, that's her mom.
I
She
do
actually
like,
this past year she did a documentary
Yeah.
on her mom. It's actually really good.
I am a James Bond fan to an extent. I love the Pierce Brosnan James Bond movies. I don't really. I mean, I'm not a Daniel Craig enthusiast. So
Well, then you're not going to like this next tidbit that I have for you, because the 2021 James Bond film starring Daniel Craig, No Time to Die, clocks in at 163 minutes, making it the longest of all the Bond films.
That sounds about right.
No Time to Die is actually, in my opinion, top 3 James Bond films. I'm losing my voice.
I haven't.
Absolutely
I don't-
amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I mean, I'm sure they're great. I just don't know that I haven't seen them. But it's just sort of like, to me, he looks older than the other Bonds at times. But it's the prequel, and I just feel like it's
Yeah.
weird,
I got
right?
you.
It's the prequel.
Some of the timelines. It's like one of those things with like with the Marvel movies or something. Don't worry about the timeline. Just enjoy the film that you're watching.
Speaking of timelines, I'm just gonna jump in here real fast because you say you only watch 911 on like the TikTok videos that they show it.
And we're gonna I have some information for those little procedurals you love. But
Okay.
yes, I only watch procedurals in 30-second bits on TikTok.
This last episode of 911, it takes place like there's like this multiple storylines going on, but the through line for the whole thing is like there's this young couple and they're getting married and they buy this trashy house and the contractor's like, there's no way I can fix this up, so they slowly fix it up themselves, but every step along the way the guy gets hurt somehow and almost dies, and 911 has to come and help him out. So this all happens, like, think about like this, let's just assume it's a 4-bedroom 2-bath house, how long it would take to change the electric, to redo drywall, to fix this house up real nice and all that. How long might that take? Like months, right?
Sure.
But then every other character had a storyline that was about 1 or 2 days. Like this girl interviewed for a job and then she didn't get it. And then the next day she's like, oh, can I have another interview? Meanwhile, these people in have completely changed out all of this stuff. Like there's something about the two things going that were not matching. And it was making me crazy. Anyway.
Are you sure they took place at the same time?
I'm sure somebody jumped in I'm sure Dr. Strangelove came in and did a thing, and a big glowy thing took him back in time. I don't know.
I
Did I at least get his name right?
Dr. Strangelove?
Or is it just Dr. Strange?
Oh, you're just on Marvel. Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Go on.
I forget where I was at.
You
now.
asked if they happened on the same timeline.
Oh, yeah. There was I used to watch How I Met Your Mother, and there was an episode where they had 3 storylines going, and the episode makes you think that they're happening simultaneously, and then you find out they're on different days because things weren't adding up. And at the end, they're like, this is a story that happens 3 days in a row. And I was like, that makes sense. So I didn't know if they were pulling that kind of crap. Like, oh, the alternate story was like 6 months from now.
Or they were like,
Anyway,
our audience doesn't care.
I won't
Believability is
know.
not our thing.
I won't know until somebody breaks it into little chunks and throws it on TikTok, but I'll let you know when I see it. The only other 2 things I have, just because I feel like nobody's talking about it now because of our war in Iran, I want to make sure people are still focused on the Epstein files. Page 163 in the Epstein files is the last page in a court document from the Southern District Court of Florida, you folks down there, introducing Jane Doe 3 and 4 as new victims. In the documents, they name Alan Dershowitz and Prince Andrew among the abusers. So, yeah, just don't forget about them, because everything seems to be Iran. I haven't seen anyone on the news talk about Epstein in weeks.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing, and it's working. I'm not going to pretend, and we're not going to pretend like that's not why he went to war with Iran, and it's working.
Right.
Anyway, fuck those guys.
Like I just do it. Just keep doing. Why can't you chew gum at the same time?
Yeah.
You can pay TSA agents. You can prosecute Epstein people, and you can do the war. I mean, there's so many people there, right? I mean, think
Yeah.
about there's like what 8 employees here, and think about all the things that we have to do to get a paper out and all the different events going on and all the stuff we have to do. I think that the committees and the people that they can investigate multiple things at one time, and they can they can
sure
try
they
and do
could.
more than one thing at a time.
I'm sure they would if most of them were probably not in the Epstein files. It's all
Right.
connected.
Well, let's put this out there in the universe, though. Let's just say, let's fix this TSA thing real quick. You got 9 days to start paying these people.
Oh, yeah. Huh. I was going to say,
I'm
my
not
niece
so
gets
worried.
married in July. I just need it fixed by July.
No, I need to fix because look, I have a lot going on this like that first day there. I've got tons of deliveries going to that apartment, and I need to be there, right? So it's kind of important, but yeah, just pay the people. Let's get it done.
I heard that
it's
Elon Musk
Easter
offered to
weekend,
pay
too.
them.
Yeah, why didn't
Yeah.
just do it?
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a deal. It's just that Trump told the Senate Republicans, no, I'm not going to sign this because you haven't passed the SAVE Act. So it's not, it's just stupid. Yeah, makes me crazy.
Crazy.
And like, I'm not so worried about coming back.
Mhm.
I really don't care because I have an apartment.
I don't really care about getting back there.
No,
I just need to get the
it's-
fuck out.
Like look, here's the deal. Like we're flying back on the 4th, right? That's the day before Easter. So it's going to be nuts. And coming out
Yeah.
of a New York airport. So it's like, if I have to stay until like Monday or Tuesday, I could do that. It's not a big deal. I just need to get there. So let's just make that happen.
Yeah. And then final one for you, Caitlin. I have Pokemon 163. Hoot-Hoot. It is an owl Pokemon that stands on one single claw. There, she's holding it up there for you, Richard.
It's like a flamingo.
Hoot-Hoot's internal clock is precise at all times and tilts its head in a fixed rhythm. So there you go. If you can't afford an Apple Watch, get a Hoot-Hoot.
Get a Hoot-Hoot. That sounds fun.
What you got?
Not too much. Not actually nothing interesting. This is what I found about 123 when I looked it up. That apparently I read something that said it's the Chinese equivalent to Gmail. And that 163.com remains very popular in China today. Here's something I did find interesting for those who watch Squid Games. Player 163 was the only willing female O to survive the hide and seek game.
Oh, all right.
There you go. Good for you. I think she died later, right?
Was that season 1, 2, or 3?
Yes. I did like that whole series. I don't know. It doesn't say.
I
There was
only
a
watched
dot,
season
dot.
1.
And I didn't click on it because it didn't,
Mm.
I still wasn't convinced I didn't launch a virus in my computer. You only watched season 1?
I only watched season 1.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
I'll get around to the other 2 someday.
So Friends, 163rd episode of Friends. What do you think? Now, last time was crap. I just looked at it last night too.
Crap bag. No, that's the 10th season.
Is that called the one with the crap bag? I
No,
forget what
no.
the last one was, but I will tell you that you did guess this one last week because you knew it's coming up.
Shoot. I don't remember what last week's was, so now I
Do you
can't.
want the
Okay.
Do you want the subplot?
Yeah, give me one of the subplots.
Subplot: Ross and Joey independently meet and date Kristen while helping her move in.
Gabrielle Union. That's Gabrielle
Yeah.
Union. She's from Bring It On. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's when they're moving in. Oh, geez. Is this the one where... This isn't the one where Monica and Ross's cousin comes to visit, is it?
No.
That's a real weird, creepy episode.
I saw a list of like the top 10 episodes of Friends that didn't age well, and that
that's-
was one of them because
Yeah.
he's like trying to hook up with his cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely did not. It didn't age 5 minutes after the episode aired. And it's weird making out with your cousin.
Hey, consenting adults.
Except unless you're one of our fine viewers from Alabama or Mississippi, then kiss away.
Do you know what we discovered recently? Look, so we have this whole Google Analytics thing, and this whole system got built for us to like look at where people visiting our site are visiting from. There were a lot of people visiting from Sri Lanka, a lot, and it's either like some sort of like not phishing, but sort of like website scraping thing for AI,
Yeah.
or you just created a huge fan base with your red, white, and royal blue article,
Listen.
and we still have them coming to our site.
Listen, when that sequel comes out, I'll write you up a follow-up.
So is there a
And
little
I'm going to
police
make you, huh?
is there police activity going on near you?
Yeah. Oh, apparently. You hear the sirens?
I can hear the sirens. That's fun.
Yeah, they're loud. And I'm on the 4th floor.
Yeah, they're way too loud. When I'm walking on the street in New York and an ambulance goes by, I'm like, doesn't have
Yeah.
to be that loud. We could hear
It's
you.
the echoing off the buildings.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. Anyway, the we got off track. The Friends.
The one
I don't know. The one with
the cheap wedding dress.
Oh, yes. With the whistle, blowing the whistle, and that she was nasty. She was a rude girl.
She was very rude. I think her name was Karen.
Yeah, it should have been if it wasn't.
Could be making that up.
Okay, yeah. Good
All right, here we
episode.
go. This is just what you're gonna get when you get in the 160s with Cinema Archives.
Yeah.
The greatest director of all time, directed such classics as A Day of Blood, Lisa and the Devil, Eric the Conqueror. Yes, that's right. You're thinking the great Italian filmmaker Mario Bava.
Did they just decide from 150 to 200 is just going to be all the Italian directors?
Well, they gave a French movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, the French too. Yeah, the French and the Italians.
I didn't look up how to say this, but it's a 1967 Jean-Pierre Melville film called, I want to say Le Samurai, but I'm sure that's not what it is. It's probably Samurai.
That's fine. I honestly don't
Anyway.
care how you say things.
Yeah.
Say it how you want.
Put it in it.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's 163.
Beautiful.
I hope 164 brings us greater joy.
It will bring us 1 week closer to death.
Hey, do you want to hear
And
what's
that's
coming up
just joy for
talk
everyone.
before we
Sure.
talk about our weeks? Just because there was nothing really entertaining about that, so I just kind of wanted to do like, let's look forward. Let's see what's going to go on in the communities at which Watermark serves. So if there's something coming up you want to talk about that in the city, please do. But I just want to give a shout out to a couple of things. Hell's Kitchen is playing at the Straz this week, starting March 24th through
funny.
April 4th.
I am playing in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, fantastic! Are you
I'll be
playing
on my
the part?
I'll be,
Are you Allie's mom?
no, I'm in the actual Hell's Kitchen. I'll be playing on the sidewalk out front of my building.
Oh, there you go. So the you're not playing it, you're living it. So that's what we got going on. That's at Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center. Oh no, that's not. That's at Straz. Woo! Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center has Kimberly Akimbu coming up. That's later in April, so that's exciting. But this weekend and this week is Pride of Tampa, which is the inaugural Pride of Tampa events, not to be confused with Tampa Pride events, which are on hiatus.
Wait a minute. Inaugural. Doesn't Tampa Bay have like 97 prides? Why is there a new one?
Every street, every apartment, every house, everything has a pride. Yes. But Tampa Pride, I don't know if you were following this story, but Tampa Pride took a break. I guess throwing pride events is difficult. No. Now there was I think it was the claim that that the strict laws are making it hard to fundraise, and so they're taking a break this year to recoup and decide
Wait,
like what to
we're not
do
gonna
moving
we're
forward.
not gonna move past that.
Yeah,
Did you say
recoup. I did.
All right.
I did.
Was that group and coop combined?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Either that, like I don't. It's early in the morning, and I've just had like this massive intake of caffeine, and so my brain is not working. Yeah. So some concerned citizens sort of came up and said, "Listen, we don't want to go a year without Pride, so we're going to do Pride in Tampa, which is happening at the Cuban Club." On the 28th, which is great. And there's events surrounding it. There's kickoff parties at Bradley's before and after, and lots of entertainment, stuff like that. You can look up Pride of Tampa and get all that information there. It's also on Watermark Out News website. If you search for Pride of Tampa, we've got stories about that, which is all very exciting stuff. So that's this week. Hey, but now that we've looked forward, let's look back.
Yes.
How was your week?
Oh, very exciting. I'm booking my flight now to get down there. No, my week was pretty good. So I got my second and final shingles vaccine. So I am shingles.
Oh.
I will be shingles free forever. Now,
any side effects?
No, just a sore eye because you've had a tetanus shot before.
Yeah.
Okay, the shingles vaccine. It's a lot like that. So it hurts a little going in. And then your arm just hurts for a couple of days afterwards, but no.
I've had the shingles shot.
Okay.
And they kicked my ass. Like I never had side effects from any vaccine, but those, like I got the chills, I got like headaches.
Oh,
got
really?
Real sick. Yeah.
Oh no.
Just for like a day, but then it went away.
Yeah. The first one, my arm was sore for like 2 or 3 days. This one, I mean, my arm feels fine now. I had it the other day, but it only lasted for about a day with the second one. So, all vaccinated. So I like to, because the VA's on the other side of the city, so I don't really get out there very often, and I'll just go there for the doctor's appointments. So I like to cluster appointments together. So they wanted me to get a hearing check done because I am reaching that age, apparently, where I can't hear anything. So I went to my audiology appointment, and the doctor doing it, total good fella. It was the most hilarious thing because I walked in and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "There's no way you're the doctor." And he's like, "Hey, I need you to put those headphones on." And then he's like, "Can you hear a bunch of boops and beeps, eh?" And I was like, "Okay." And then he gets in there, does his thing. Nicest guy, but a total good fella. I'm pretty sure he was having lunch with Bobby after we were done down in Tribeca. The door's unlocking now, so you're going to see somebody passing behind me.
I hope it's somebody you know.
Ignore that man. So one thing that I like to do, because there's a couple of Lego stores in the city. I don't like going to the one on Fifth Avenue because it's always packed, but there's a smaller one over across from the Flatiron building. And so I like to stop in there. And it's for those who are Lego fans or Batman fans, it's the 20th anniversary of Lego Batman. 20 years since they've done the Lego Batman sets. So I was like, they have these new sets out. So I was like, I'm going to go get one. I go in there, I pick it up. I get a couple other things and I get in line. And the girl who rings me out is like 18, 19. She's a young kid. And she rings me up and she starts chuckling. And I'm like, what is she laughing at? And she starts to like hem and haw like she wants to say something to me. So I'm like, is everything okay? And like, to my credit card check, what the hell? And she goes, I'm just trying to figure out how to say this. And I was like, okay. And she goes, do you hang out with kids a lot? And I was like, excuse me?
She's like, page 164 of the Epstein files.
I was going through the Epstein files. I swear my name's not in there. But I was like, what the fuck are you asking me that for? And she's like, no, I realize how creepy and weird that sounds. I was like, yeah. She goes, but no, your total is I don't remember what the dollar is, like 92, 93, something like that. But it was like 92.67. And then she did this. And I laughed and I said, I know 6'7". And then we had a good chuckle about it. right after she insinuated that I might be a pedophile.
She's like, I don't know the right way to say this, but do you hang out with children a lot? Like, yeah, that's not the right way to say it.
No, I was like, you really should have taken a few extra seconds and thought about that longer.
How about, do you know what this is? 6, 7.
Anyway, we do that at work all the time. So, because I work with a bunch of kids. So yes, I do hang out with, if you're listening, Lego lady, I do hang out with children. So I got my set, and it was, like I said, it's been a beautiful week in New York. So I was walking around New York and then headed home, and I got on the train. And I realized I do something, and I don't know if anybody else does this or if I'm just weird. But I got on the train and it was a little busy. When I first got on, I wasn't that busy, but the couple of stops, a lot of people got on. And this lady, young lady, got on the train, and I stood up and I offered her my seat, and she's like, you know, they do that. You get people are like, oh, no. And I was raised a gentleman. So I'm like, I'm not going to sit if there's a lady standing. So I was like, no, I insist. And if they're like extra, like, no, really. I always say, for some reason, whether it is or not, I'm like, no, I'm getting off on the next stop anyway. So that always is like, oh, okay. And they'll sit down. And then I feel better because I don't like to see a lady standing if there's an empty seat. So then I reach that point where we're approaching the next stop, and this is not my stop, and I'm not getting off. So, like, they always kind of glance up at me, like, to see if I'm getting off the train. And I don't want to be a liar. And this is not this has happened to me like 7 or 8 times.
Get off the train?
I get off the train. I walk up 2 cars and get on a different car. I'm still
so you're still on the same train?
Yeah, but I
you don't
run
have to
up.
wait for another one.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
get run up, but I get, like, I move fast, like I'm in a hurry, got to do city stuff, and then I go like 2 or 3 cars up, and then I dart back into the train. So I feel better. I've done this a dozen times or so, half a dozen times. So I go up to my stop, I get off the train, and that bitch got off on my stop. And our eyes met. She didn't say anything to me, but she looked at me and had this weird look on her face. And I don't know, I was just like, I flabbergasted. So I was like, I guess that wasn't my stop. And then she just didn't say a word to me, just kept on walking like, okay, crazy man. So
you should have just stood there and been like, oh, I was wrong. Instead of like, she's like, this nutcase ran out of the train, ran up to get another one just to stop.
Now I'm even crazier
ruse.
Looking than just staying on the train and being like, oh, I just wanted you to sit. Whole production, now she thinks I'm some crazy psycho person.
My God, she's new to New York. And now she called her mom. She's like, I met my first subway crazy.
Yeah. And I'm carrying a bag that says Lego, so she probably thinks I'm on my way to
she hangs out with
gather children.
And
anyway, if she's listening, I like to believe that her and the Lego worker are roommates, and they're both listening to this podcast like, holy shit, it's the same guy.
Wait a minute, what was he wearing?
So yeah, my apologies. I don't know why I'm that way. But instead of just saying, no, this isn't my stop, I want you to sit because I'm a gentleman, I'm like, no, I can't let you see me on this train. And I run down a couple of cars.
That's funny.
Anyway, my apologies to you, lady. Couple of days. This is, I think, something you'll enjoy. I was walking down, coming home from work, and on 51st, as I'm walking down 51st, between 9th and 10th, they got the street shut down, and they got these sandwich boards up there, and on there is written, I'm paraphrasing because I didn't write it down because I was walking by real quick, but it says they're currently filming a new Fox Television Studios unnamed procedural television series, and I was like, ooh, that sounds right up Rick's alley. So it says if you continue down this path, you may be filmed. So I was like, all right. So I walked down, police cars and ambulances, lights on and everything. Ooh. It looked like a crime scene, and it was raining on and off this night. So I walked by, and one of the buildings have the scaffolding, and there's a little cluster of actors huddled under there, staying out of the rain until I guess their scene was ready or whatever. So I walked by slowly. I didn't recognize anybody, but like 2 or 3 of them had those blue FBI jackets they have like in those police shows.
Ooh.
So I don't know what's going on.
God, I
But
hope it's not a. I hope it's not a CBS show.
There is a new procedural coming. I'm assuming they're filming the pilot. It'll happen in the fall. But I have to keep an eye out because it may have been. It's on the same street they filmed Marvel Films Daredevil, the Daredevil TV series. It's on that same street, so becoming a very popular filming street. But there's a new police procedural coming up. So just want to make you aware, so you got excited.
Yeah, I need more that are not CBS related. So
Yeah, well, this is it's filmed by Fox Television Studios, so I'm assuming either it'll be on Fox or ABC, since Disney owns both of those networks.
okay.
But we'll see, because I mean, Warner Brothers owns the rights to Friends, and they put it on NBC, which is owned by Universal. It's all weird.
Oh my gosh, do we have to stop watching Friends? I made the decision that my angst will only be towards the news programs.
Yeah,
so just Paramount Plus, like no CBS, no Paramount Plus, no and then no CNN once that takeover happens.
I can't get rid of Warner Brothers. I can't.
Nobody
Warner
can.
Brothers owns DC. I can't get rid of that. I'm sorry. I've always maintained.
And now Warner Brothers will own Washington DC.
I see. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I've always maintained that your outrage is only as great as what you're willing to give up. And I'm not willing to give that up. Everybody has their line. I know people who eat Chick-fil-A all the time and they support the community. It's fine. It's whatever. We live in the worst possible timeline ever. So just do whatever makes you happy until we all die. How was your week?
My week was all right. It was kind of busy, you know. I don't know, like, so we're doing this thing where we're getting this apartment, you know, in New York, and so we're trying to get it furnished and trying to plan this thing out. I don't know if I talked about this last week or not, but we're going up there on the 1st. And so what we want to happen is we want all of our furniture to get there on the 1st. Or, you know, at least the bed, you know, something for us to sleep on. Like we don't want to schedule the delivery for the 2nd. First of all, we'd be tied to waiting around all day on the 2nd for it to get there. But then the night of the 1st, what are we going to sleep on? The hardwood floors? So we were trying to schedule things to get there. And there was this like major drama about this. Like, so I want the travel points. So I'm like, let's put it all on the travel points credit card. And then we'll get the thing. So first thing we do is we order a bunch of stuff from IKEA, and then we set it to get delivered. And we're just taking the chance. We talked to the super. The super said, "Listen, if it comes in the morning and you're not here yet, I'll open the door. They can drop it off in the apartment," which is great. So that's set to happen. But then we're like, okay, well, this bed is a little cheaper because we're trying to be very conscious. We're renovating Jen's house. We're making this thing. Dylan's moving up there, so we're getting all this stuff together. So we're spending a lot of money, so we're trying to mitigate that cost. So we find you told us last week about Bob's Furniture.
Bob's Furniture, yeah.
Right? So we go to look up Bob's Furniture. Now, Bob's Furniture, we're like, okay, Bob's Furniture has, although looking at it, because we're not there to see how sturdy it all is, it kind of looks like a glorified Big Lots. But we're like, that's fine. We found a bed that we liked, and it was like $100 cheaper. So we're like, oh, let's get that. So then we've got everything. But on the checkout for Bob's, I noticed that the delivery window started at 6:30 in the morning, and we're like, we don't really feel that comfortable asking the super to be available at 6:30 in the morning. Plus, we didn't think about the delivery fees, so it makes the IKEA bed actually
cheaper.
Like only like $20-$30 more, and we've seen that bed, and it's got more drawers, and we're like, you know what, let's do that. So we're like, let's cancel the Bob's thing. So I called there. Not an easy process, big language barrier, took a while. So we got that canceled, and then we called IKEA, and we're like, listen, 2 things. We want to, or is it just the one thing? We wanted to add something to I guess we were there the weekend before, and the mattress was $100 cheaper because we're IKEA family members. But by the time we went to buy it, the sale had ended, and it was $100 more, and we were annoyed. So we were trying to get that off. But then we were like, can we add a bed frame to it? Because we didn't want to order the bed and get another delivery fee. That would just be dumb. And they
Sure.
were like, "Oh, it's already packaging." We're like, "What? Like you're not delivering it for 2 weeks? What do you?" And they're like, "Yeah, so we can't do that." And I was like, "Well, we'll just cancel the order, and then we'll order it." So we cancel the order. So and then we go to order again, and then like my credit card puts the payment on, but IKEA thinks, oh, it can't because we've got so much going on to this card right now and so much
Yeah.
coming out that all this stuff was in limbo. So it like maxed it out and it wouldn't allow for
Oh,
the
shoot.
charge to go through. So we had to wait like 2 days. But it was good because what we ended up doing is deciding to get some things from Amazon and make it cheaper. So
Yeah.
it all worked out in the long run, but it's all coming on the 1st, and I hope
Very nice.
the TSA allows us to get there. What time do you think a person should go to there? Our flight's at 7 a.m. I feel like
Yep.
that's a good. I feel like the 7-hour, the 5-hour lines are like 5 in the afternoon, or like
Yeah.
2 in the afternoon, 11.
I will say I saw a TikTok last night. Somebody posted up. I don't know which airport they were in, but they showed a video of just the mass chaos and lines. And the little line or the little caption at the bottom said, "I have an hour and a half till my flight takes off. Do you think I'll make it?" And
Oh, geez.
everybody in the comments was like, "Nope." So
Well-
I would say at least an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna do 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
I
just
think you'll be fine
plus
with 2 hours.
TSA pre-check, and from what I understand, TSA pre-check is still a thing.
For now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. They just heard it. They're monitoring it now, and they just heard me
Yeah.
say it. And they're like, "Hey, on Wednesday the 1st, cancel pre-check." So there was that. St. Patty's Day was Tuesday. Did you do anything?
I worked, but I wore
Oh, okay.
green.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Yeah.
Sold some OUGs. I made corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes and carrots. Well, a hybrid. I put it all together in a crock pot, and Dylan put it
Sure,
on
yeah.
and had to add the things at certain times. And he made, which I had to say, I said we made this and at dinner, and he was like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "I'm sorry, you made these." So he made the copycat version of Mario's Irish soda bread scones. To
Oh,
go
very
with it.
nice.
And it's the first time that we used the self-rising flour, which we're assuming they use, but none of the recipes ask for that. But I assume that's what she uses because she sells it all over her store. Delicious. All the food was great. Had a great time. Jen's mom used to make St. Patrick's Day dinner for us all the time, but she's sort of
Yeah.
like she's not feeling well. She's kind of housebound right now, so we made it all and took it over there. And,
Oh, that's nice.
and so she could have that. And my mom was there too. I guess she had invited my mom, so we all got to hang out. It was pretty cool.
Wonderful.
Wednesday was our out for business, our award-winning out for business. Speaking of awards, do you see this one right here? That's our 2026 Wonder Award for favorite podcast. Why not?
Hold on. Let me make the screen larger. Oh, there we go. Oh,
It's
yeah.
right there. Out for business. The thing that we do in conjunction with the Tampa Bay Gay and Lesbian.
Yeah, it's like
gay-
their
LGBT chamber.
their
it's like
third
their pride
Thursday,
thing.
but we don't call it Third Thursday anymore thing.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we call. I'm just saying, is that an age you get to where it's like, no, I'm gonna call things what I've always called them. Yeah, it's called the middle-aged white guy phase.
It's
right?
something to do with out, right? It has because it's got
Yeah.
the newspaper's name in it. Yeah.
Out to see this one's out for business, and this is out networking. Maybe the one in Orlando. It won the Wave Award or the Wonder Award. See, I even called it Wave Award because I like
Yeah.
to. Caitlin's saying something to us. Go ahead, control.
Out and about.
Out and about. There you go.
Out and about with watermarks out news
You know,
out awards winning.
I guess it's
out
years of
thing.
practice, but how did these pundit shows do it when they've got the control room talking in their ear all the time?
Mhm.
Like as soon as I hear that Caitlin's going to say something, I have to shut up and listen. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was fun.
Practice.
Ashley Brundage was there, who was like, she was instrumental in the early days of back then it was just the Tampa Bay Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. And
Yeah.
she sort of elevated it in a way, and she was there. She cracks me up. She's just funny. Friday I went to Pepe's in Winter Park. Did you ever eat there when you were here? Pepe's Cantina, I think it is.
Maybe I don't remember.
There's one in St. Pete, and I got to tell you, the one in St. Pete, it's kind of new and it's adorable. The one at Winter Park, you would think would be adorable because the Winter Park is adorable, but it was
Yeah.
not.
No.
It was not. And I'd tell you this too. I kind of like I said this briefly last week, but I ordered triceptide, which I believe is like Zepbound, and it's sort of like that weight
It's like
loss
an
shot.
Ozempic.
Yeah, it's like an Ozempic. It's a little stronger than that, but it really, like, I gotta tell you that I love this thing because I am the kind of person who would eat everything on my plate. And when I was done, if other people had food on their plates, I would eat that. And it's just it made just weight loss impossible, and it was a struggle. But like we went to this thing, we ordered 2 appetizers. And after we ate those 2 appetizers, we split it between 3 people. We were like, let's just order one order of fajitas, and we'll just all pick at it. And it was just great.
Was
It's
the whole
really
table
nice.
on Ozempic?
But one person is on Ozempic, and the other 2. This is why I got it, because everyone I live with is taking a shot of some kind. Like Dylan's taking triceptide and Ozempic, and so I was like, that's why I was the one finishing all the food, and it was making me crazy. So I started taking it, and it's great. Makes everything real cheap.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a shirt that literally a week ago I couldn't button. So
Very nice.
very excited about all that. But it was not as cute as the one in St. Pete. But I give them a shout out because their food was good. Saturday, we found this out while we were at Pepe's. Saturday was the Winter Park Art Festival. Did you ever go to that?
I have been there, yeah.
That is a massive art festival. It just goes on and on and on. And so we were there. There was this thing. I feel like you would hate this, but I'm just going to mention it because, of course, I loved it. There was a booth that took like human bodies and put animals, like made them into animals, right? So it's like, or it would have like from the neck down, it would have hands and feet and all that, and then it'd be like a tiger's face or like a.
There you go.
Sorry about that. For those of you who are watching,
Just a
just gotta-
preview of the movie we're going to talk about later.
you got a peep show. A little short bus just went by. Anyway, but they put it into like old timey photographs. So it was mesmerizing to me. I loved that booth. So I did not catch the person's name. I should have got their business card so I could give them a shout out. But just Google like old timey photos of animal heads on people's bodies or something like that.
Sounds
See
fun.
what you get.
The first time I went to the Winter Park Art Festival was when I first moved to Orlando. I was working at Express Scripts, the mail order pharmacy. And the group I hung out with, Melissa and Alex, we all went. Gary was down. We all went. And we met a lovely couple, a young couple, artsy couple, and ended up at their apartment drinking and smoking weed for the night.
Yeah, nice.
It's a good time. There's a photo of us all standing on one of the fountains down in Winter Park, and the couple, there was a guy and a girl. Her boyfriend was really hot, and he was one of those artsy people who I think might have been bisexual. But there's a photo of me and him standing above me with like his leg over my shoulder. Very hot. Those were good times back then.
They teabag the back of your neck.
Only when I asked him to. I have fond memories of the Winter Park Art Festival.
So we did a lot of like our whole house is in disarray, right? But the tomorrow is finally the committee meeting where they're going to decide if they're going to recommend to city council to approve this variance that we need on the house. So it's not like the approval of the variance. No, that's another month away. But this is just the recommendation. And so I feel like once this is done, they're going to start doing more work.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to kind of get ready for this. We're also trying to decide like how to get Dylan's stuff to New York, because it's super expensive to get a one-way 10-foot truck. It's like $1,400. It's outrageous. So what we're thinking of doing is just renting a 7-passenger vehicle and putting the boxes in that, because we're not taking any furniture, right? Even renting 2 7-passenger vehicles to drive up there one way is a lot cheaper than that box truck. So we're
Yeah.
kind of thinking of that. And so in order to see if that's going to work, we had to like start consolidating stuff. And we're having a really hard time with this because, we had a full on kitchen in St. Pete. And, we had all the appliances and all of that. And it's like, we're like, we have to make tough decisions. We have all that baking stuff. And it's just like, what do you take? You take the stand mixer, but no air fryer, no crock pot. No, like, there's probably just not space for all that stuff, right?
Are you guys getting the apartment that I went and looked at?
Yes.
Oh, are you going to get an island or something for that
Yes.
kitchen? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're looking at islands that have a lot
I
of
was like,
storage on
here's
them.
what you bring. There's 2 of you. Bring 2 plates, 2 bowls, and I will bring you a box with a lot of takeout menus. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get some places for storage. Plus, like,
Yeah.
there's two bedrooms that each have a closet.
Yeah, and they each have a
So-
closet, so you should be
So
fine.
we'll put stuff in the closet and that kind of stuff. So we'll be good
Yeah.
there. But I think that we're gonna go that route, and I think that like his friend Tina is gonna ride with him, and Jen's gonna come with me, and it'll be a nice little road trip, like friends thing. That'd be cool.
I only say this as somebody who's taken road trips. Nobody ever says this is going to be a fun road trip except at the very beginning of the road trip. By the end of the road trip, you're like, this was the worst fucking idea we
It'll be
ever
like this.
had.
I don't know if you can hear this, but this is what I hear
Yeah.
when Jen's the passenger in my car.
It'll be good,
Like,
though. It'll be
By
good.
Tallahassee, I'm gonna
clothes
be
on.
like, I'll be like, we're stopping at the next airport and I'm flying you home. No, it'll be fun. It'll be a
Yeah.
good time. Here's the thing I did that I'm super excited about. I went to see Hail Mary.
Yes.
Ryan Gosling and Formation of Rocks star in the show. And I knew I was gonna like it, right? I was like, I'm gonna like this. Let's go see it. Nobody else really cared to, but I said I want to go to a movie. I haven't been to a theater in a while, and I want to go to a movie, and I want to see this. It was the only thing really out right now that I care to see. And man, I'm so glad we went to see it. It's so good. It's definitely 5 grapes. 5 grapes, 5
Yeah.
stars, 3 thumbs up.
Yeah.
4.9.
I'm seeing it on Wednesday because I'm off on Wednesday. So don't say another word about it.
I won't say. I laughed. There were parts like where I was crying. It's like everything you want. It's just funny and all the emotions all around. And really fascinating.
Yeah.
Just really, really fascinating. Enjoyed it. Great movie. I recommend everybody go see it.
Beautiful.
And I had a great theater experience too. I mean, all I ever do is bitch about the audience, but I
Yeah.
just want to say it was great. There was this guy sitting next to me. Obviously, he's a little older than me, but still Gen X, I think, because like there was something played before the movie, and it had a lot of references of the 80s, and he was finishing the sentences and stuff, and I just thought, and there were times
Those are my people.
during the movie where he was like talking during the movie. I was like, no. But it actually didn't bother me that much. He was having a good time. He deserved it. So
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah, I'm not
Great
worried about the audience. I'm going to go to the Look Dine-In Theater that's 2 blocks over because since I had AMC, I haven't been to the Look one since I first moved here, and they have amazing smash burgers. So I'm going on a Wednesday matinee. I'm pretty sure I'll be the only one in the theater. I'm hoping I will be. And I'm going to get me a smash burger and some fries. I'm going to get me a cocktail, and I'm going to watch the movie. And I'm going to talk all I want because there ain't going to be nobody in that theater.
Well, I don't know. Now that
I've told everyone I'm there,
now
all my fans are going to show up.
The Look Theater's website for Wednesday matinees just blew up, and you check the IP addresses. Every one of them from Sri Lanka.
You know, my fans are who my fans are.
Well,
Maybe I'll
good
rent out a
times.
theater when the sequel to Red, White, Royal Blue come out, and we'll fly some of them over.
I hate to I'm sad that you haven't seen it yet, and that I'm saying like it's this really great movie because you might watch it and be expecting it to be great and be like, well, that was fine.
Oh,
So I
I'm
hate
sure
to
it'll be
do
great.
that.
I know
but
it's from the same guy who wrote The Martian. And I thought that was a great movie. And
Well, that
I've
all
been
makes
told
sense now. One person
I've been told that the
in
book
space.
Yeah, I've been told that this book, the book that he wrote for Project Hail Mary, is better than The Martian. So
This movie
there was
is
already
better
high
than The Martian.
expectations. There was already high expectations for this movie.
I
There's
enjoyed.
also a Lego set for this one. They made
Oh,
made
yeah?
a Lego set of the ship. Yeah.
I enjoy The Martian a lot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call it, an award-winning comedy,
Sure,
but I
sure.
did enjoy it a lot. I thought this was way better.
Yeah. Is it funnier than The Martian?
It is. It is definitely funnier than The Martian.
Ryan Gosling coming for that best musical or comedy Golden
I just
Globe.
think too the way that his character is great. The whole
Yeah.
story arc of his character and this idea of heroes. Just a great movie.
Is he gay in it?
I mean, he does. I don't know. I mean, he's got this affinity for this rock,
Yeah.
and he's not.
Tell me more.
He's not. He's not involved with anyone.
Yeah.
And they never actually say one way or another. So sure, he is.
Maybe we'll
Let's go with
cover it. We'll assume he's gay. We'll talk about it next
Yeah.
week.
He's gay, he's straight, 6'7", 6'7". All right, so we decided to tackle porn for this episode.
Speaking of amazing films, we didn't watch one. No. No, you suggested last week. So John Cameron
it
Mitchell,
came up
who's
somehow in a conversation.
Who's well known for Hedwig and the Angry Inch, had a movie come out in 2006. So we're celebrating its 20th anniversary by watching it.
Yeah, and I think we must have been talking about John Cameron Mitchell, and then I mentioned oh yeah, he had that movie Short Bus that came out after Hedwig, and you hadn't heard of it, so we decided, let's just watch it.
Don't we this? You decided. I went along for the ride.
I took everything I know about you, and I said he'll like this movie. I mean, it's nothing but penis.
It's listen. Yeah, it's just straight up porn. This movie is just straight up porn. Legit porn.
Like you might be thinking heated rivalry style. No, they're actually having sex. Like you watch them actually have sex.
The movie starts with a guy sitting in a tub fully naked, and I was like, "Oh, that's his penis." So we're going to see lots of penis in this movie. I was not ready for not only the amount of penis, but within the first 6 minutes of the movie, you see penis inserted into holes, like actual. It's not simulated. Literally, you see going in, and then a guy ejaculates into his mouth, and you watch it come out of his penis. So it's
now,
not
do you think
simulated.
that maybe there was a tube to the side and it was like
no,
it was
no. That was from the tap.
Then the one guy shot onto the artwork.
That might have been simulated.
Well, I think that came from the tap too. I mean, you saw it come out of the tap into the.
It was just the first 6 minutes, and everything I read about this movie, like reviews and stuff, it said on IMDb, audience members put reviews, and they're like, if you can make it through the first 5 minutes of this movie, it's not like it turned into, when Moulin Rouge first came out, a lot of the reviews were like, the first 20 minutes are batshit crazy off the wall, and if you can make it through the first 20 minutes, there's an amazing movie in there, and that's true. The first 20 minutes, while I love them, are batshit crazy, and then it gets into a really great musical love story. This, after the first 5 minutes, is just more sex. And it's, okay, so the movie's filmed in 2006, but it looks like it was filmed in the early 90s. Like, John Cameron Mitchell decided to use the same camera he purchased back in the 90s to film this. Because it's very grainy. Yeah. It's very 90s.
I do want to say this about it, too. And I think that this is the first time I'm ever saying this where it's 100% accurate. This movie was filmed without air conditioning.
Oh,
I didn't see one window unit. I know that they didn't have air conditioning. There were moments where you could see the sweat on people. And it's not because they were having sex. It was the talking scenes where they were sweating. And I was like, this is just warm.
Yeah. And it's a very, and I've never said this about a movie with this much penis in it, but it is such a boring movie. It's like the dialogue is so dull, and no disrespect to any of the actors in here, but the only one who has any kind of acting ability is the female lead, Sophia.
Yeah. Do you know that did you watch Hedwig and the Angry Inch?
Way
movie?
back in the day. Way back in the day.
She's Quan Lee. When she's like when they're playing in and like I don't know, it's when Hedwig is like the nanny for the kid and she's playing in like some salon or something like that,
Mhm.
and there's the woman playing the electric guitar and she starts to run a riff and Hedwig's like, "Give it up, Quan Lee." That's who she's talking
That's her?
to. That's her. That was her big role, but she definitely had acting chops.
Yes.
And
Everyone, all the
maybe-
guys in here sucked at acting.
Well, the twink, Jay Brannon, he had some career outside of this, like maybe a singer. Like he may have
I'm
had
not
an
saying they
album or
don't have
something.
careers. Listen, there's a lot of people with shitting acting skills who have
Yeah.
careers. This is not. If it is on his portfolio, he should take it off because his acting, all the guys acting in this suck.
Yeah.
Even the guy who could cry on cue, because he does it the entire fucking movie, is crying, delivering the lines like he's reading a mayonnaise jar. It is so dull and I just hated this movie so much. It was so boring.
Yeah, I will tell you. I will say this: that the acting was a struggle. Like the lead, she carried it.
Yeah.
I don't think that Jay Brennan was as bad as the rest, but like the worst. Sorry, guy. The worst was the boyfriend of the guy who cried all the time.
Oh,
I
read his
name's
PJ
PJ.
DuBois.
It said he was in Hedwig too somewhere, but I couldn't find it within the Hedwig realm what his role in that was.
Yeah.
But
Is that his given name? PJ DuBois?
I don't know. Do you think he was in the boy band? Now that is an Anne Juliet reference. So, I will defend this movie to a degree. I do agree that once you get past this first 6 minutes, which by the way, Jen didn't. She sat down and watched the first 6 minutes with us, and it was like, what? She's like, I don't think I've seen this. And then she started futzing around and never came back to sit down to watch it. But once you get past that, there is a storyline about. I mean, there's a storyline where one guy is trying to. He suffers from depression. He's going to commit suicide, and he's trying to introduce a third into the relationship because he's in love with his boyfriend and he wants his boyfriend to have someone when he goes. So there's that storyline. Then there's this Sophia is a couples counselor and sex therapist who has never experienced an orgasm. So her storyline is her trying to connect with herself enough to be able to experience that. And it takes this idea of exploring self-identity and awareness through sex, and there's this club. I say it's owned by Tweeka, and for those who grew up in Central Florida, you'll know who Tweeka is. Tweeka passed away some years ago from cancer. But the Justin character that was the madam of Short Bus, which is his home, that he has lets all these people come in and just do whatever they want. There's a sex room, there's a ladies' room, all this other kind of stuff. So there is a story there, and I did find that I was interested in Sophia's storyline and whether or not she was gonna finally bang one out by the end of it.
There is an outline of a story here, and I'm sure that he's a decent writer and other things, but if they had a decent screenwriter for this, maybe it would have been more entertaining. But the dialogue is very boring and dry and drawn out and obnoxious. The only line that I enjoyed from this movie, that I was like, that kind of wraps this up in a nutshell, is when when she first goes to Short Bus and he's showing her around. And in one of the rooms, they're doing a film festival. And he tells her, the more boring that a film festival is, the more intelligent people think they are for watching it. That's exactly what this movie is. This movie is so independent that you watch it and say, oh, that's a good movie because that's what independent film is. independent films can suck too, and this sucked. This sucked
Yeah.
more than any of the sucking in this movie happened.
I have to explain. I have to explain this. I am a huge John Cameron Mitchell fan. Big fan. Like all of the stuff that he does, even his early Broadway work, TV shows that he's in, movies that he's done, everything. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
This movie, I don't think it's like, my impression is that it's not like, oh, let's make this indie film. It's just, this is what his brain produces. You know, it's sort of, you know, when I listen to the story of how Hedwig and the Angry Inch came about, you know, how he met Stephen Trask on an airplane. They were reading the same book, so he sat next to him, and they wanted to do a show, like a musical that was not traditional, you know. So like, to me, it's like, this is the, you know, sex is fun and freeing, and let's do this thing that like that says to movies, like, you know, it's okay to, like, yeah, you're really gonna have sex, you're gonna have that authentic moment, let's have real orgasms, let's have real penetration, let's do this. And yeah, I can see that being why it was written the way that it was written. And I don't know if it, maybe they, you know, you think about a movie like this and you think like, maybe Jake Gyllenhaal reads the concept and says, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Leonardo DiCaprio is like, no, I'm not going to throw my legs over my face and jizz into my mouth.
Sure,
you know, so you end up getting what you could get. You end up getting
Yeah.
who you can get.
Now, I will say, because about halfway through this movie, I got bored out of my fucking mind, so I started scrolling through my phone. And I was looking up the actors. The most entertaining part of this whole thing, in the movie, you have the Jameses, the couple. They're both named James and Jamie, which I'm wondering if the Jamesy and James got that from this movie. At Fringe, there's
wouldn't
a
that
show.
be a different show if they just screwed each other on stage?
But in the movie, there's a guy who lives across the street, in the building across the street, and he watches the Jameses. What was his name in the movie? I wrote it down here. Oh, he was Caleb. And
Yes.
he watches James. And towards the end of the movie, James tries to kill himself, and Caleb rescues him and brings him to his apartment. Or no. He takes him to the hospital and then tells him to come to his apartment. So the actor who plays Caleb is Peter Stickles. And I did a deep dive on him because he is married to Michael Carabinero, the magician.
Really?
Yes, that's his husband. So I love Michael Carabinero. So I went on a deep dive on his husband. And he has, I'm not going to say he's a great actor, but he has probably starred or been in more movies than anyone else in this film. He's been in 138 films.
What?
And I want to read some of the, you've never seen any of them other than Short Bus, I promise you. I'm going to read you some of the titles of the movies
this guy
that Peter Stickles has starred.
I thought you said Michael Carbonaro was in these movies. Oh, okay.
No. His husband. These are just the last 4 movies that he's done. Psycho 8 Part 2, The Wrath of Kong.
Psycho 8 Part 2.
Psycho Ape Part 2.
Oh, Psycho Ape. Got it.
And then the subtitle is The Wrath of Kong. Space Sharks. Spider Baby. And Las Vegas Frankenstein. I am going to watch a lot of the movies. Oh, Poltergeist. We need to watch that.
Jesus Christ.
He's done.
I should have never recommended this movie.
A lot of cheesy B-movie horror films. And so I'm going to do a deep dive and watch a lot of his movies. He was in Sleepaway Camp 2 and Horn Dog's Beach Party. Anyway, that is what I did most of the second half of this film because I got so bored with it.
Did you watch it on Pluto TV?
Yes.
And
okay.
it has commercials, yeah.
Okay. I watch a lot of streaming services that have commercials. Why does Pluto put 5 to 6 commercials every 5 minutes? There are so many commercials.
So many. And then like one was in the middle of a dramatic scene in this.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what a weird place to put a commercial, but okay.
I don't want to blame Pluto, but yes, there was a lot of times where at emotional moments or like pivotal moments in the story as you're watching it, it's right in the middle of the scene
Yeah.
that they cut for a commercial break.
Now it actually, I didn't mind all the commercials because I'm like real behind on a lot of work, and we're recording at 9 a.m. and so I had all the stuff to do, all the research to do. So I did the research during the commercials, which I really appreciated. But sometimes by the time I sat up and got to the laptop, it was back on.
Yeah,
Like it would be like one 15-second commercial, and then it would be right back to it.
No, mine, because it does a countdown in the corner, mine were 5 or 6 commercials every break.
Jeez.
The movie itself is 101 minutes. I swear to God, I was watching this thing for 3 hours.
Oh, is that what it is? So it was 101 minutes, but it was oh wait, that's like an hour and 40. Yeah, it was an hour and 45 minutes, but it took 2 hours and 15 minutes to play because of all the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
But it worked because I got all my stuff done.
Didn't work. None of it worked.
What do you think Rotten Tomatoes was on this? Do you know? Because when you look up Pluto, it tells you.
Oh, I didn't see it. No,
okay.
I didn't see it. I mean, like I said, this is like an indie film that like people watch it like, oh, I didn't understand that, but that's good because it's indie. So I'm sure critics said, 88, 90, something like that. I'm sure audiences thought that this was like, I don't know, 50.
Critics were 69.
Giggity.
All right. We left out the whole part where like there's a threesome between James and Jamie and Seth, or as some people call him, Keth. There was a threesome, and the kid was getting ran by Jamie, and he started talking, and the guy liked the vibrations, so he started singing like "God Bless America" or something into his butt, and then they all start singing. It's very weird.
Yeah, I didn't leave that out on accident.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Leave some surprises for the people who will get Pluto and watch this.
Oh, there's plenty of surprises. I'm just saying. Next time you're rimming somebody, just try singing a song. Give them a little extra. 77 audiences. Doesn't that surprise you?
That's a little more than I thought for audience. That's a lot less than I thought for critics.
Yeah. I thought I'm gonna say 2.5 to 3 grapes. I didn't dislike it as much as you. I get what they were going for. I remember when I first saw it, I was like a very big prude, and I'm like, this is not what people should do in relationships. And although I still think that this sort of life will end to the end of all relationships that are in them. I think that I was able to look at it through a different lens, and I liked it a little better than I liked it the first time I saw it.
I'll give it 1.5. This is definitely, if I had watched this back in the day, this gives me Rent vibes. Not that because of all the sex. There's not a lot of sex in Rent.
It's the singing
but
into the butt.
It's the singing in the butt. That's what it is. But like when I was younger, it just seems edgy. Like Rent is like, oh, it's such an edgy musical, and the man doesn't understand us. And now I watch it, it's like, it's just a bunch of dumb kids making dumb movies. Get a job.
That's how I feel about the musical Hell's Kitchen. Like, if I saw Hell's Kitchen when I was a kid, I'd be like, that's right, girl. You live your life and don't let your mom keep you down. And now I'm like, that woman is doing everything for you.
Yeah.
It's funny. Funny how it is when you get old.
She did say concrete jungles where dreams are made of.
Yeah.
And she's right.
There's nothing
you
can't do.
In New York.
We'll find out, right?
Wait a minute, I'm singing. Bring me an ass.
I need an ass stat. Phil song coming on. That seems like something you would see in like Dick's the Musical. Remember how bad that was?
Okay. Oh my God, Dick's the Musical is Rent meets Short Bus. Yes, I do remember Dick's the Musical. I still, to this day, am shocked that Nathan Lane is in that movie.
And Megan Mullally.
Oh, that's right. She is in that. Yeah. I mean, I can see Megan Mullally doing something like that. But Nathan Lane, I was shocked. We've talked about this because you're like obsessed. You're Broadway obsessed. You love it. It takes a very special show for me to go like, I'm going to go pay money to go see it. But I am highly considering getting a ticket to Death of a Salesman, so I can see Nathan Lane. And what's funny is it's in the Winter Garden Theater, which is where Cats was for like 20 years. So you'll have the ghosts of Cats around you while you watch it.
And Laurie Metcalf is in that.
Metcalf is in it, yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely want to see it. I don't know if I care about the storyline so much. I just,
Yeah.
it's one of those.
I mean,
things
it's an American. It's one of those American classic plays, like Our
and these
Town
legends are in
Yeah.
it. So,
but yeah,
good times.
yeah. I don't know if he's gay, and I don't think he's gay in the show, but Nathan Lane is gay, so maybe we'll talk about that when we go see it. Maybe we'll talk about.
You want to
that.
TKS
Anyway,
some tickets and go? I'll let you know.
maybe.
I'll let you know when we get in line.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is a short episode, but much like the
You're
short bus,
welcome.
we're reining it in.
We're going to keep it short this time so that you can go download Pluto and watch Penis. I mean, Short Bus.
Yeah, do it. But yeah, we'll be back next week, I'm sure, unless the world collapses. But until then, the cork is back in the bottle.